Welcome back, everybody. I'm Glenn McGowan. This is Atlas Bowen. Today I'm going to be talking about that pesky little airbag light that pops up on your older BMW. Now, if you're a fan of these cars and you have a couple of them, there's a big chance at this point of its life, there's some form of light on the dashboard, whether it's a check engine light or an airbag light. It just happens, you know what I mean? As these cars get older and you have issues, these things just pop up. Now, the good thing is check engine lights are pretty easy to clear out. It's one of those things that you can buy inexpensive scanners. You can go up to an auto parts store or a friend that works at a shop and clear it out. Now, the airbag light has always kind of been an issue because you needed a special scanner specifically for that. They're either really expensive or you have to take it to a specialty shop that has that equipment to clear it out. So, I mean, it can happen from having like a bad battery, taking seats out, taking your door off, disconnecting an airbag module without, disconnecting the battery. So it just happens. So I'm kind of at the same point right now with my E46 that I had put a seat in there at some point that had a bad pre-tensioner and that set off the code. And so now I'm like, I don't want to drive around with this thing anymore. What's the solution? Now, I do have friends in the business and stuff like that, but it's nicer to have a tool here at the shop that I can clear it out if I'm messing around with something. And I have a bunch of these cars, so it's just easier to own the equipment to do it yourself. Now, the solution that I just found was relatively cheap online. It's like $25 for this scan tool. Now, this does E36, E34, E38, E39, which is essentially like early 90s to 2006 BMWs essentially. So if it's one of those, it should handle it. So hopefully this will do the trick. So supposedly it will be able to not only just clear the code out, it will be able to tell you exactly what went wrong in your car so you actually fix it, because the light will just come back on if you just clear it and there's a problem somewhere. So today we'll look at this thing, we'll hook it up to my car, see if I'm right about what kicked the light on, and then clear it out and see if it actually works for 25 bucks. This week's video is brought to you by LCOBMW parts. Visit our online store for E36, E46, and E90 parts, or follow us on Instagram at LCOBMW. All the links are in the description below. Okay, so here it is. I got this off of Amazon. I will leave the link for this in the description. So it has the scanner here. Which has an OBD2 port in here for your like 96 and up. That's what that looks like there. Just got two buttons on there and a little screen for the code. And then this is an adapter for the earlier Beamers that have the round diagnostic port there. And you just plug this into the scanner there like that. And then there is an instruction manual, of course. It's got all the details in there. I'm probably not gonna read it, but it has all the codes and stuff in there, it looks like. So we'll just plug this thing in now, figure out what code's in there, and then just go from there. Okay, so I just plugged it in the diagnostic port underneath here. So it immediately lights up and says FA. I'm gonna click the key on now and then go from there. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit enter. 10, okay? Probably should read the instructions at this point. And then it says O2 when I hit enter again. And that was it. So let's go under here. Okay, so the first number is indicating what table it is. So 10 is table 10 here. And then the code, the second one was second, and it says firing circuit, belt tensioner, driver side. I was correct. I mean, it was obviously when I put that other seat in, the pre-tensioner was crushed down and I didn't really pay attention when I just threw it in. So that's exactly what it was. And the minute I started the car, the light was on. So that's good to know. So obviously if you have other codes, there's, plenty of information here to figure out what it is. So it'll get you to maybe it's the door module or something like that. And then you can replace that, clear the light out, drive it, see if it comes back on, then you'll be able to diagnose it, fix the problem, clear it out, and then you'll be good to go. So now I'm gonna do the clearing function here. So I believe you hit enter, there's the code again, and then you hit scroll down. Okay, so once FA is up, then you hit scroll to clear, and then you hit enter. So once FA is up, you hit scroll, it'll go to a CA, and then you hit the enter button, and then that clears it out. And then it looks like it's just kind of dancing around here a little bit. So we'll give it some time. I'm not sure how long this process takes here. Now I just noticed the light on the dash was flashing and now it's out. So that could be a good indicator that it's done, but I'll just wait a minute. It's flashing again. So I waited like a minute or two and it just kept doing the same thing over and over again. So I decided just to turn the key off, I unplugged the thing, and then I just started the car and the light's out completely. So by now it would have came back on. Usually once you start it, it flashes right up. So it looks like it's completely gone, which is a good thing. So as far as when you clear it, I would give it like 30 seconds to a minute and then turn the key off, unplug it, and then try it from there. Because I think it would just keep doing that cycling thing over and over again until, you know, you disconnected it. So, but really, really easy and simple. So I am glad I bought that for 25 bucks. I mean, you really can't beat it, and I'll just throw it in the drawer, and next time something goes wrong, I'll pull it out, clear it out, or figure out what's going on. So it's pretty good. Okay, so there you have it. So really easy to use, not a lot of money, and it'll really come in handy to diagnose, you know, any problems that you have, and you'll be able to clear the light out, which is always helpful. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching.